My name is Max Iheanachor, offensive tackle here at Arizona State. You're now listening to the Draft Club.
Well, that's what we call a one-take wonder. All right, that's a one-take wonder. Now I'm going to teach you a little bit of something about the business. So you got to lift the mic up so it's closer to you. There you go. You're going to learn. Before you get to the NFL, you're going to have to learn these things, right?
Okay,
so I'm just teaching you as we go.
Dope.
Teaching you as we go. All right, Max, welcome to the Draft Club. Very happy to have you here. We're obviously at ASU's Pro Day behind us. You're done with your Pro Day. Let's start off. How was the day for you?
It was amazing. Got to see the guys, cheer them on. I mean, I didn't do a lot of drills here, but I still felt like I was doing them because I was just the amount of just happiness seeing the guys out there. Felt like I was doing it again with them, just cheering them on, trying to bring energy to them. And I mean, finished out with just position work for me. It was great day overall.
Well, let's talk about your time here at ASU. I like to start things off with just kind of an overall memory. When you think back on your career here, what's a play that stands out to you at your time at ASU?
I'll definitely say any play.
Any play. A play that you're going to remember forever, for whatever reason.
I'll probably say Doug. I mean, it's kind of like our dual scheme. We called it like Doug. Just getting double teams on both sides. I remember like on the backside sometimes we get yelled at for our wedge technique a lot. I mean, end up picking that up pretty good. But it's just getting double teams on both sides. And I remember we ran that play against Mississippi State the whole second half, and we just took about 12 minutes off the clock straight down the field.
Yep.
It's downhill run. It was fun.
It's physically dominating somebody else.
100%.
Right? So that's what you enjoy.
100%.
You did a lot of that here at ASU. So let's talk Tempe. What are you going to miss most about Tempe? Because Tempe, probably one of the most underrated college environments, in my opinion. It doesn't get enough love, doesn't get talked about enough. What are you going to miss most about Tempe?
I'll say the people here for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't get to control where we go. Might still be in Arizona. You never know. But I'll definitely say just the people, the coaching staff. I mean, we all came in together, seeing everybody grow from the coaches to players to training staff. And just the stuff we built there, I'll definitely say something that I always just look back to. And just I'll definitely miss. I mean, my time away in the pro day just obviously doing like combine work, preparing for the combine, and then I mean I'm still keeping in touch with people that still play there. It just shows you the brotherhood we built there, and yeah. So
what's one thing that Coach Dillingham taught you throughout your time here that's going to stay with you in your NFL career?
I'll definitely say being a lifer, just being about the little things, always doing the little things, because how you do one thing is how you do everything. I'll definitely say just always doing that. And then whatever you're doing, just approaching it with great intensity, no matter what it is. I feel like when you have great intensity, whatever you do, you could, you know what I mean? How would I even put this? You could always come out on top of it no matter what. And, I mean, just being a family, treating everybody good, treating everybody how you want to be treated. So I feel like that's the biggest thing here at Arizona State. And obviously how you respond to failure and how you respond to success is pretty important in life because we're always going to go through adversity. You just got to always find a way to respond in everything you do. So you gave me a good follow-up to that question, which is what's something adversity-wise that you had to face and how did you overcome it, whether that's in football or in life? I would definitely say surgery. My first ever surgery, it's definitely a dark moment for me for a little bit. I felt not part of a team for the first time in a long time, and it was just something I had to go through, and I mean, just falling back in my process and what I had to do now, and obviously with that great intensity attack and rehab every day, I was able to come back in summer, got back with the team, trained, and did good the rest of the season. All right, I'm going to make you go like this. Hold it closer because they keep yelling at me. They keep yelling at me, so I'm coaching. I am teaching now. Yeah, it's my first time doing something like this. Wow. Okay, I got to teach my guy. That's okay. You're pretty comfortable on camera for somebody who don't like. So? Yeah. First of all, you walked up here and he walks up here and he goes, do I have to put my shirt on? Can I keep my belly out? Gotta love myself. Yeah, you're pretty comfortable, I would say. Pretty damn comfortable on camera and in general, which is a good thing. You gotta be comfortable with yourself. All right, so I like to do this with everybody when we're talking about your school, and then we'll get into kind of the next part of your process. But who do I gotta pay attention to on the ASU that's coming up? Who are some of the young guys that you were facing off against that next year when I come to Pro Day, they're going to be here getting ready for the NFL draft? I'll definitely say CJ Fight. Definitely be the top of them. CJ Fight, young guy, came in here same year I got here, but he was a true freshman at the time. Got to start as a true freshman. That's pretty big. Yeah. You could come in and do that. Another guy I would say Champ Westbrook, man. He's came a long way, gained weight, all the fun stuff. Then Rodney Bimins. We got a lot of young guys that are really talented. Makai Stewart. But, I mean, some other guys still keeping up. McCool Poulet, Jalen Clem, just taking up that leadership role in the O-line room, too. Really excited to come back and, I mean, hopefully come and watch a game this year. Yeah, you have to. I mean, I was able to watch practice yesterday. It was pretty fun seeing them get after it. Was it weird?
Was it weird watching and not being on the team?
A little bit. Just, but I mean, it's a lot of new faces too that I haven't seen. So I'll definitely say I was like, I can't, I didn't know half the team. I was like, damn, it feels like a new team. But I mean, the guys I kind of already knew there, just watching them and the growth they taken. It's amazing. Max's
stamp of approval on a bunch of guys that we got to pay attention to from ASU. So let's talk about your journey and your career getting here. You started playing football way later on in life. I don't know. For those of you that don't know that, that's part of the interesting things is about you as you go through the scouting process. What made you fall in love with the game of football?
I'll definitely say, I mean, I've never been exposed to it first up until junior college. And that was the first time I ever got exposed to football. It was just something I just felt like I could have did 100%. Like, just when I sat down and met with the head coach, he had a vision for me being an offensive lineman. I was 250 pounds and didn't know anything about O-line. I remember coming out, I was doing research when they was telling me you're going to play football. I was tight end, looking at tight end weight, you know what I mean, D-end. And I come, he's like, you got to gain 40, 50 pounds. I'm like, hold on. But I mean, I ended up going back, prayed about it. And really, I feel God really put that in my heart that I could really do this. And I just, ever since then, just took over and just fell in love with the process. I'll definitely say, like you said, what do I love about football? Maybe fall in love with football, the process.
Yeah.
Just fall in love with the process. Basketball is a lot different. Everybody gets to rock, but I feel like football, you got to love what you do.
Yeah.
To really get, especially offensive linemen, we don't get no love at all. So.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's
selfless for sure.
That's a great answer that every NFL GM is going to want to hear from you, because the whole point of football character is finding guys who actually love the game, right? And that's why I asked you that question, because I got to imagine learning football later on in life, obviously to some people would put you at a disadvantage, but also to me, I think you still have a freshness to your approach because you started way later on. So what was that first time you got lit up though? Like, because you didn't play when you were a kid. So I saw you smile there because I can imagine that it was, everybody remembers the first time they got smoked on a football field. What was that moment like?
Smoked. Shit. I don't know.
What's the first time you got your bell rung?
I mean, it's happened in practice. I mean, my first practice.
The first time, though.
Yeah, I remember I was going against BJ Green. It was just competition. I was getting after it. You know what I mean? Coming in already out. That's how I play. You know what I mean? Just coming with that great intensity, whatever you do. So, I mean, he kind of like didn't like the extra stuff I was doing. We was just going back and forth. But I remember he got me a good time and he caught me, and I was just like, whoo. I mean, you just get back up and right back at it. Yeah, I was like, come on, let's do it again. But it was definitely fun. I feel like that was definitely my first time for sure.
I think what we got from that answer is he hasn't really been hit very often. He's the one doing a lot of the punishing. And I can and I can tell you, I told you this off camera, I'm going to start now. At the Senior Bowl, I interviewed all of the defensive linemen who were a part of the chippiest part of practice. And every single D lineman that I asked, who was the toughest person to deal with, all said you. So I'm going to ask you to scout yourself. Why do you think that they said that? What about you makes, like, what's the toughness part of your game, and where does that come from?
I'd definitely say just finishing. I mean, that's one of the biggest things as offensive lineman, just finishing. We could always be in terrible position, but it's matter just about how you finish. And that's something I had to learn here at my time at Arizona State from when I first got here. Just finish, no matter what it is. Good play, bad play, you got to move on to the next play and just finish and just try to just be your best at every play possible. But I definitely say, like, just the chippy edge I got in me, like, I mean, I don't take anything on the field. I know extra pushes, none of that. But, I mean, you just got to be smart at the end of the day. But, I mean, it's still competition. So, I mean, that's just that competitiveness in me, just going out there and just playing hard every play.
To the whistle for offensive, always.
To the end.
To the whistle. You gotta play to the whistle.
Finish.
If you don't finish, you're not doing it. You're not doing it right as an offensive lineman.
100%.
All right, talk to me about your game specifically. I want you, with us at the Draft Network, what we do is we put together scouting reports on all these players. So if you were writing a scouting report on yourself, what would your scouting report say?
Give me an example.
Okay, so what's the best part of your technique, your hands, your feet, your speed? What are the best parts of your game that you think NFL teams need to know about?
I'd say, I mean, it's a lot of good, but there's a lot of like stuff I can always still do better on and just keep getting better. Because, I mean, we always want to be perfect, but I got great feet, great hands, and I finish. I play with great intensity. I want to always punish people, but it's not going to be perfect out there on the football field, but we want it to be perfect. So I definitely say, I mean, I got some cool stuff to me, but it's not I definitely think it's more levels I could reach for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
A humble answer. I will say the scouting report says first rounder. That's what the scouting report says. So
We're gonna see.
talk to me about what that moment's going to be like. No matter what the round, what is the moment going to be like for you when you hear your name called, no matter the team, when you hear that you're going to be drafted to insert whatever NFL team?
Man, it's gonna be surreal for real. I can't explain exactly how I'm gonna feel. I don't know.
It's all right, bud. That's what it's supposed to be like. It's supposed to be emotional, thinking about your life changing, your dreams coming true, everything that you worked hard for, which is why I love doing this. The draft every year, there's a cool moment. So I won't make you emotional. We'll go back to, although this question might make you a little emotional. Okay, not gonna lie. Who is one person in your life that there is no way you would be here today without them?
My dad. I mean, all the sacrifices he made for his kids, just being selfless. That's where I learned that from. We were born and raised in Nigeria. Grew up out there 13 years. Just all the stuff he worked hard for, he just left it to come out here for us, to put us in a better position for education. So every day, I mean, that's my biggest why. I mean, my family, but definitely without him, he made the move, gathered money to bring us out here, start a new life, provide for us as young kids. We didn't understand what he was, all the sacrifices he made. I remember I was excited. I'm coming to America.
Yeah.
Just happy. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's definitely 100% hard as I got older. Like, the more you understand. And definitely want to just give him the award at the end of the day and just make him proud, for sure.
Shout out Pops. Shout out to Pops for all the sacrifices all the parents make. I'm going to end with this question. I want you to look directly at the camera and think about your younger self. If you could leave and give a message to your younger self, what would you say sitting here today thinking about to change your life? About to change your life.
Man, this is different. I don't know. I wouldn't change anything. I would just tell him not to stretch too much. Because definitely when I started this journey of just football, I mean, I was still young, and you don't know exactly what you're getting into, but just do what you did. Like I said, like trusting your process, just working hard every day. And honestly, I wasn't first day playing football. I didn't just envision myself, okay, I'm gonna be here today. You know what I mean? Just being in the present, I'll definitely say, and just focus on the now and what you can do every day to just get better. And that's why I just hope I keep doing from every day forward from now on what I just kept doing. But I'll definitely say just trust the process, keep faith in God, everything will work out. We all have different purposes in life, but it's still different journeys for everybody, but
you got
crazy.
it. Yeah, I know. I like the reflectiveness of this interview because I can tell that you're actually thinking about what the moments are going to be like. And the next couple of weeks are going to be crazy for you. You've got 1 month to the NFL draft. Life's about to change, end of this process. So Max, thanks for joining me. Thanks for being here. Even though you think you're not good on camera, you're pretty damn good. And you're not for an offensive lineman, man, you guys don't get a lot of camera time. So you did a pretty good job.
It's conversation. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about, man.
It's here. It's a conversation.
Thank you, Max.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Shout out Draft Club.
Hey, my guy.
Thank
Thank you.
Got you.